Well, welcome to our on-location edition of Friday 5, but it's still presented by the Nebraska Corn Board. Our farm team has been out and about this week covering events all across the state, so we're going to revamp this week's Friday 5.
That's right. We're going to let the rest of our team help us tell all about the events that they've been covering this week.
But before we do that, let's start out with our number 5 story.
Ranking Democrats of the House Ag Committee, Colin Peterson, predicts the Farm Bill will be considered next week.
He told reporters this week the bill is nearly finalized and should be filed Monday, with the House consideration Wednesday and Senate will follow on Thursday.
Peterson says the Farm Bill would rename the Margin Protection Program and change the way it operates in an effort to better help dairy farmers.
Now we'll start with our feature coverage, and Bryce Duskett has our number 4 story.
The Nebraska Power Farming Show was held at the Lancaster Event Center this week in Lincoln. The show covers 9.2 acres, making it the second largest indoor farm show in the nation. There were 95 new exhibitors this year and over 60 new ag products featured. Plus 19 seminars were offered throughout the week. Also featured this year was an Ag Innovation Pitch Competition with a $20,000 grand prize and a $5,000 People's Choice Award. You can catch our feature interviews online at ruralradio.com.
Thanks, Bryce. Now we will hear from Susan Littlefield, who's been out in central Nebraska.
Well, thanks, Hannah and Alex. A new report from the Nebraska Farm Bureau during their annual convention showed retaliatory tariffs imposed by U.S. trading partners in response to U.S. steel and aluminum tariffs have cut Nebraska farm level revenue between $700 million and $1 billion in 2018. Also taking place in Kearney, the Nebraska Cattlemen's annual meeting. The Natural Resource Committee has been working with cattlemen in the state of North Carolina to have some workings in place in light of the Smithfield lawsuit in North Carolina. There was 2 days of Cattlemen's College that talked everything from BQA training to manure management, and then the rest of the meetings included education from the state's cattle industry and from a national perspective. We'll send it back to you in Lincoln.
Thanks, Susan, and back to the Nebraska Power Farming Show with Chad Moyer and our number 1 story.
It was an idea that started in Iowa, and Farm Credit Services of America decided to bring it to Nebraska, to the Nebraska Power Farming Show this year. It was the Ag Innovation Pitch Contest. 6 finalists brought their ideas from their young ag tech startup companies and pitched it to the crowd and also to a series of judges. And in the end, there were 2 prizes that were awarded, a $20,000 grand prize, which went to Lucas Fricke from Chorchek, and then there was also a $5,000 People's Choice Award, and that was awarded to Hitchpin. I'm Chad Moyer.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Chad. Well, it's certainly been a busy week for our farm team, and we do appreciate the opportunity to cover all of these events. A special thanks to everyone who stopped by to chat with us, too.
Well, that's it for this week's edition of Friday 5 presented by the Nebraska Corn Board. We'll be right back here next week to recap more ag news headlines, feature stories, but until then, have a great weekend.
This is Mike. Mike likes his car. Mike likes to save money. And Mike likes to breathe. So Mike fills up with E15 with 15% American ethanol. The clean octane in E15 gives Mike the performance he wants from his engine and the clean air he wants for his family. Better yet, E15 costs less at the pump. Higher octane, cleaner air, lower cost. E15 sure gives Mike a lot to like. Discover E15 with American ethanol.